Hi, I'm here with Justin Erickson at his second art show here at the Gladstone, and the name of this art show is?
The name is Lucha Monstruo.
And can you translate that? What does that mean?
The Monster Fighter.
Awesome. And so we were talking earlier just now about the concept of luchadors and monsters, and for myself, they're both like cool like things, but to pair them together is never something that would come together in my mind. And for you, that's always been natural?
It has been for me because to me, I see monsters as like a friend, not a scary thing, person to hate. Like they're just larger than life, really cool characters to me. Like when kids were like younger, doing like science fairs and those really crappy volcanoes and shitty solar systems, I was doing monsters. Like I've always loved monsters as a kid from like day one, and I just was thinking one day like luchadors to Mexico is different than here. Like down here, wrestling kind of a joke. It's like it's this drama, sweaty men together writhing. It's kind of ridiculous. But in Mexico, they're different heroes. People love them, so it kind of made me. So it made sense to us see monsters, larger than life characters, but they're real. Well, not monsters aren't real, but whatever. It made sense to me to combine them.
Well, that was like at the Harborfront. They had the luchadors there last weekend, and I was reading Blue Demon Jr. And he said, you know, with the whole tradition of not unveiling your mask, he's like, I'm like Batman, but I'm real. Yeah,
because down there, here when a wrestler is being a character, like it's who they are, their personality, whatever. But down there, the wrestler and the character are two different entities. There's a lot of theories why they do that. Like, one's for theater, one's for like protection down there from whatever. But that's also what made me think of monsters, because they make themselves be more than human, almost like a living god.
Well, it's like Frankenstein in that pivotal scene in the 1933 film where he throws the girl in the water, but he's always perceived as this monster, but he's actually trying to help her.
Actually, when I was a kid, one thing, like, they do really heavily put him as a monster, mystery creature. Like, he was a friend. Like, when I was a young kid, I'm like, I want to give him a hug.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know about your experience in high school. I was kind of picked on, right?
Oh,
Bit of a geek. So yeah, it was always nice to think of like, you know, there's this big hulking guy that's going to protect me, or you know, beat up those bullies for me.
A big monster buddy, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Everybody else, he's completely misunderstood, but that's like Monster Squad too. That's a great film.
Dude, plus even goes back to when I was a kid, I always loved monsters by themselves, but if there was an entity or a product or whatever that combined them into one thing, I was all over that. Like Monster Squad was my favorite music when I was a kid, and any film that even we have a bunch of movies playing, they combine all these monsters together. Like I always loved the mixing of these characters.
Well, we were just watching that, right? And I commented on, and you're doing it tonight. You have this awesome suit on in the mask, and it's a great pairing. It looks awesome.
Thank you very much, man.
It looks really cool.
I appreciate it.
And in true luchador fashion, I won't ask you to take the mask off.
It's not going to happen at least half an hour when drinking starts, no.
It's got to be a little hot in there, though.
A little bit. My nose really hurts. I gotta be honest.
Okay, so another thing I was wondering today when we were coming here is, so do you remember the first thing you ever drew? I'm sure you've been drawing since you were a little tight.
I've been drawing since I can hold anything, really. I remember my mother telling me a mural on my wall of anything. If I had like a toy, if I had a hard like Transformers iron toy, I would carve into the wall with it. So I'm not sure if my first drawing, my first art was definitely destructive.
That's cool.
I know when I was a kid, I was doing monsters. Even when growing up, it was monsters. My family would say, draw a flower, draw like a puppy. It's like, no, that's boring. Why draw a flower? How about a flower monster? Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, you've always been taking concepts and putting them together with monsters. So this is just a natural evolution.
Yeah, I like combining less than obvious things in monsters.
No, and it works well for the art.
Thank you very much.
And so you arriving at RUE MORGUE has probably been a perfect fit.
It really has. It's really influenced my work quite a bit.
That's amazing. And so how was that journey? Because you're I think the youngest RUE MORGUE employee. Yeah. So did you go to school for graphic design?
Yeah, I went to actually school for illustration at Sheridan College for 3 years. They had a small design part of the school, but I've always been in design as well. I've always been heavily in design and illustration, combined them into one entity. But then Sheridan really got me on to how to do it right. But then I've been a fan of RUE MORGUE for years and years and years. I want to be a part of the company and like get my stuff. Like some little kid from college with a portfolio. Here's my work. And
that was you.
That was me for like 2 years, and paid off finally.
Oh, that's good. Persistence is huge.
Yeah. Oh, it was persistence.
So here we are with Justin at his latest art show, and personally speaking, it's great artwork.
Thank you very much.
And people seeing this, how could they purchase any of your prints?
Website, actually. I have a site. It's www.justin-erickson.com.